When Olivia texted me, "You're on thin ice," I laughed at first. It sounded like one of those sarcastic jokes couples send when they're playfully annoyed. But something inside me didn't buy it. We'd been drifting for months. Every attempt I made to get close again was met with a polite smile, an excuse, or a wall I couldn't see but definitely felt. Olivia was a senior HR manager, confident, admired, sharp. I used to love that about her. Recently, though, she carried that same sharpness home with her. Late nights became later. Her tone grew colder. Even her laugh on the phone sounded different, like it belonged to someone I no longer knew. After her text, I casually asked, "Rough day?" She shrugged. "Just someone at work getting too friendly." What I didn't know was that she was talking about herself. A few days later, we attended a company dinner. She walked in glowing, but her attention stayed anywhere but on me. Across the room, she exchanged lingering looks with a tall man, Nathan. When I asked who he was, she brushed it off with a laugh. "Relax, Michael. He reports to me." Those words tasted sour. Later that night, I heard her whispering on the balcony. I couldn't hear much, but one sentence cut through the silence. "Don't worry, he's harmless." Harmless? That was me. The next morning, she left her work phone on the kitchen counter. A notification lit up the screen. "Nathan, last night was worth the risk." Everything inside me went quiet. Not angry, just cold understanding. I carried that silence for days, watching her act like nothing was wrong. She hugged me, kissed me, sent emojis, laughed at her phone. Every gesture felt rehearsed. I noticed the small shifts, a new perfume, bolder clothes, changed passwords, a different way she looked at herself in the mirror. Red flags arranged neatly, like someone decorating a crime scene. That Friday, she said she'd be out late again. HR review meeting. "Don't wait up." I told her, "Stay warm." She had no idea her work phone had been synced to our shared cloud for months. At 10:47 p.m., the photos uploaded automatically. City lights, dinner plates, wine glasses, and one image that froze me, a reflection in a restaurant window. Olivia leaning in close to Nathan, his hand grazing her knee, her smile unmistakably intimate. I sat there in the dark, phone glowing in my palm, feeling the sharp clarity of someone who finally sees the truth without the noise of denial. I didn't confront her. I gathered everything, messages, screenshots, timestamps, slowly, methodically, not out of spite, but out of self-respect. On Monday, her phone buzzed with a message from HR. "Please report to the compliance office at 2 p.m. When she came home, the confidence she always wore like armor was cracked. They said someone filed a complaint. She said, trying to sound amused but failing. Something about inappropriate behavior with Nathan. Ridiculous, right? I looked calm. Did they say who submitted it? She hesitated before answering. Nathan's name came up, but it's just a formality. I nodded. I'm sure they'll figure out. She didn't know the anonymous report had already been neatly packaged, with evidence her own phone provided. By midweek, she was unraveling, whispered crying behind the bathroom door, snapping over small things, walking carefully, like every step might break something beneath her. The woman who texted me that I was on thin ice finally felt the cracks. Friday morning, the call came. Her face went pale as she listened. After reviewing the evidence and interviews, your employment is terminated effective immediately. The call ended. She stared at nothing, breathing shallowly. They can't, I didn't. But HR never argues after decision. That evening, she sat on the couch with empty eyes, the same spot where she once laughed at the text she sent me. I grabbed my coat, paused at the door, and looked back at her. "You said I was on thin ice," I said quietly. "Looks like it wasn't me." Her eyes filled, but I didn't wait for excuses. The door closed behind me with a soft, final click. Sometimes karma doesn't arrive with thunder. It arrives softly, almost politely, just enough for you to hear the ice break.